this video, and I wanted to talk about like the difference between bodybuilding and powerlifting, as in what is pretty much the difference, why you don't really see powerlifters have them guns, or you see mostly fat, as in typical powerlifters. For me, it's I try to do both, but at the same time, I want to gain strength. So what I do is mostly work with speed and power for 3 movements. Bodybuilders usually work on contract, which is stretch and squeeze, pretty much ripping and tearing the fibers of each muscle: traps, legs, quads, calves, hamstrings, shoulders, front deltoids, back deltoids, side lateral deltoids, side deltoids, chest, both muscles, upper pec and lower pec. The medial head, the long head, the lateral head, and triceps. I can't say biceps. I can't. It's like banchulosis, whatever. I can't really say it, but it works on those particular muscles. Each muscle, from to your neck to your toes, that's what bodybuilders work on. They work on the contraction. They don't really work on form. They work on blood flow. They work on how to increase blood flow for that particular muscle. So once it has repaired itself, it can engage, because once you engage that muscle, you have that pump, and then once the pump pretty much disappears, depends on if you are a beginner lifter or not. If you are a beginner lifter, you usually will, after probably like lift, you gain a few inches, but that's what they want. They want a few inches. So it's pretty much, if you think about it, it's kind of like engaging that muscle by punching that muscle every day until you can't do it anymore, as in hypertrophy, which bodybuilders don't really do hypertrophy. They want to leave oxygen so it can easily repair, and it can do more heavy lifts, not as in max, but to 60 to 70%, so have energy. Reason why they also don't do much cardio, especially. Is work on 3 exercises: squat, bench, deadlift. We don't work on the hypertrophy. We work on the volume of that workout, so we can pretty much practice and work on our power and speed to get better on those 3 workouts. We do use accessory workouts, most likely other compound workouts, safe entrance, or for example, for bench press, for barbell bench press, we might do after dumbbell bench press. For squats, back squats, we do front squats, or we do deadlifts. We do deficient deadlifts, which is put yourself in a higher block or pedestal, and then pretty much engage more back because you are higher than you usually are. Or we will put deadlifts on a higher pedestal than we are usually pretty much used to, and then we will deadlift from there. Mostly we do overload workouts, not every day, because it will shock your central nervous system to where like it will automatically tell you it's too heavy if you do it too much. But we do mostly overload and also volume for 3 workouts and accessory workouts. We don't use isolation much because we're not trying to isolate the body part. We're just trying to work on the body part so we can get used to it, and get stronger each day, and try to learn something new so we can still gain 5 pounds each month to our PR, and hopefully be stronger and greater. That's what we target. Bodybuilders don't really care for being strong. They usually work on that pump so they can maximize their growth and look better and look fit and look vascular if they want to, and also look in shape and less body fat, to the degree to where like it's healthy enough to live on, pretty much. They don't really care. I mean, as in for ego, they will care how much you bench and how much you squat and all that. But it's honestly not mandatory for competition. It's pretty much who has the better physique. So you have to work on each muscle and body part. Reason kind of why they do steroids. 1, for better recovery. 2, for more growth. And 3, pretty much you won't lose as much body fat as you would do if you lose weight at a high rate for a competition. You don't have to look very flat, as in you will still look vascular and look as in best that you want to be. So that's the difference. We work on strength, they work on contraction, the pump, pretty much the pounding of each body part, and make sure that it's equalized for everybody, every muscle that you have, so you won't have to look informed and look like you're just working on three muscles, as in like upper body, upper back, or arms, just chest and arms. You have to work on each body part, even your ankles. I don't know what muscles you have in your ankles, but you got to work on those too. So that's the video. Hope you like it. Comment, subscribe. I'm out.